What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? I'm gonna try to get through this as quick as possible because y'all know the situation. But either way, the haves and the have-nots. This is season 6, episode 8. Wicked bitch, and everybody in here deserves that goddamn title. So we just gonna Veronica. David comes up in there, seeing her fucking Benny. Benny like, look, I gotta go, okay, because I'm not finna be up in this mess. You know, Veronica want to keep on playing with him and like, let him. He want to watch. He want to watch. I said, Veronica, you crazy as shit. So Veronica was doing this whole thing to make David jealous. She didn't know David was coming over there to the house, but this is all to make him jealous, all right? And it's like, girl, it's not gonna work, okay? Melissa's like, oh, Benny, you nasty. I said, well, look, you fucked the dick too, so hey, what that say about you? And when all that was happening, when Benny get through, Veronica want him to stay, and then he's like, listen, this can't happen no more. It is what it is. You still married. I said, that ain't stopped you before, but okay, if you want to put your foot down now, supposedly, we gonna see how that go. And so, she comes downstairs. David's still down there because David is pissed off about Veronica putting Jeffrey in jail. Her whole thing is Jeffrey wants to be a girl, so we gonna fix this shit. That's what we gonna call her ass. And I put him in jail so it could straighten his ass out. I said that's the stupidest logic ever. All right. Now if a nigga was really gay and really wanted to have a whole bunch of dicks in them like that, you just put him in a place that's like fucking a circus, like a kid in a candy shop, if that's really what you want to do. But then again, you still up here going off these fucking stupid ass stereotypes. Just because a person is gay does not mean that they want to be a woman. So stop calling him. That's what David said. That's our son. Stop calling him that. He is a man who loves other men. Who gives a fuck? It's 2017. Grow the fuck up. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, you need to do that shit. And then she was like basically trying to make him jealous by, fucking Benny and shit like that, or putting it up in his face. It was like, look, look at this photo, okay? I got all this shit on you. I can take that shit down to the FBI. You keep fucking with me, keep fucking with Jeffrey, okay? And so at this point, she was like, well, bitch, I got a kill folder on your ass too. Kill folder, remember that. Scandal. Scandal coming back this Thursday. Bitch, I hope my mouth is a little bit better because, I really got to get into Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder and this fucking crossover. I'm ready and I've been hyped for it. And then this shit. God damn it. Bitch, I'm so mad. Y'all don't understand. Y'all just don't understand. Like, my mouth is literally watering the fuck up with spit. And you wanna know why? Because the shit's swollen and it can't feel like, I feel like, bitch, am I swallowing or not? It's just a mess, okay? It's just keep up on your shit, alright? If you feel something funny in any parts of your body, bitch, go to the goddamn doctor. Thank God I got this shit before it got worse. Anyway, moving on from that, enough of that bullshit. So, all that shit happened. Candace called Veronica. No, Veronica called Candace. Candace pissed off about the fact that she didn't put Jeffrey in jail and was like, okay, the boy is gay. You need to get over it. And she was like, I don't have a problem with gay people. I just don't want it in my family. And that's exactly what she told David. He was like, well, bitch, you need to get over it too because it's in your family. All right? She gonna tell Candace, oh, so you gonna tell me how to feel about the LGBTQT. You know what? She's reminding me of Rox when Rox used to do that shit. Now, see, the difference is I know where Rox is coming from with that. She's not being malicious. She's not being hateful. She's not being harmful. It's because every fucking time you look up, it's another letter being added to it. No fucking lie. And this is coming from somebody that's in the gay community. And I'm sitting here like, well, damn, how many more? This bitch, on the other hand, she doing that shit just to be fucking malicious, okay? You know, she over there slapping the fuck out of Melissa because Melissa wouldn't leave and all this shit. And then she told me something, we gonna go to the doctor. She was like, for what, bitch? To see how come you not showing. Because the bitch ain't pregnant. And then next week she find out that the bitch that drank her alcohol all up. That girl is not pregnant. She is not pregnant at all. Um, but back to the Candace conversation, they was just talking because I forget that Veronica, the main reason why Veronica did not snitch on Candace yet It's because she's going to be working in conjunction with Candace. Because remember, she found out that Candace is trying to get back at David. Okay? And so she said she wanted in. And so she was like, she has Erica up in there. And she trying to find his bank account statements and all that stuff. It was like it's a new place. He ain't going to leave the stuff hanging out. All right? That's never what he does. But he going to leave little breadcrumbs here and there about certain things that may look like it's important. And then see if she touches it. And then he's gonna use a black light to see if she touches it. You know, he do this shit. I said, well, damn, both y'all on some stuff. But in this case, this will work out in David's favor, okay? So, you know, Candace had called Erica and said, bitch, stop. Okay, whatever you was about to do, trying to find this shit, don't look for nothing, don't do nothing because it ain't gonna be there. And she did say that she was looking for stuff and she never found anything. Well, that says a lot. So, moving on from that, what else was going on? Did I miss anything with them? Candace checking in with the dude at the hotel, trying to see how everything going, and then seeing how Gia is. Okay, she cool, she nice, she, you know what it is, and she getting along, and she playing it smart and all that stuff. Okay, fine. So moving on, Sarah. You know she working with the DA. She's the little assistant DA or whatever, trying to get her little points up. But she's also in a fucking bind because Jim is holding her by her neck, making her do stuff that she don't want to do before he want to blackmail her and fuck her life up. Okay, she already got him the information from the DA that Wyatt and stuff had, you know, the testimonies and all this shit, and she thought it was all to the good until George came up in there and said, bitch, listen, we done found the fucking gun that Jennifer was killed with. It was a 45, and guess what else? The Criers or whatever, they got a 45, okay? I'm not going to say, he didn't say much, and Sarah was just fishing, trying to figure out what the hell it is that's going on so that she can give a, you know, bird call over there to Jim, give him a heads up, but George wouldn't tell him. She was like, just come on over here with me. We gonna go to Wyatt's house. They go over there to Wyatt's place and they talking about the whole thing with the case and, you know, Jennifer and the gun, and then saying it's a 45 caliber. Do anybody know, do anybody in your family, your mom or your dad, have you ever seen them with the gun? Now the whole time Wyatt is playing dumb. Okay, Wyatt don't know, she ain't playing dumb, it's because he didn't know shit. And I knew he was lying. He ain't ever seen his parents with no goddamn gun. But the reason why he went on ahead and said it is because he got this vendetta against his mama and his daddy, mostly his daddy. And, you know, George looked at him and he was kind of coaxing him to say, yes, I seen both of them with it. Sarah caught on to that like, nigga, what the fuck? This is not right. And George get pissed off at her. It was like, if you want to continue this career, you better shut the fuck up. They killed one of ours. I was like, oh, Lord. But then again, I was like, go ahead and do what you do, bitch, because, you know, it is what it is. Meanwhile, Jim is at the hotel, and, did Sarah come up there with some stuff? I can't remember, but Gia wound up coming up into her room, in his room. And I said, oh, Lord, this is about to be a little setup. Gia fucked around with him and trying to get the money out of him. Well, you must be new at this. I charge this and I charge that. She was like, bitch, $5,000. He said, do you really think you worth $5,000? She opened up them bras and that titty was out like this. And he said, maybe you are. And I said, that wig alone, yeah, go ahead and give it to her, okay? Jim like black puss, okay? I mean, it's understandable. It's the greatest thing on this world. But, you know, I guess, you know, they want to take our women and then disrespect the fuck out of us and our men. You know, it's just, I'm not finna do that. Y'all know I went and saw Black Panther on Monday. I was in that movie theater fucked up. Okay? Like, literally just, I should have known something was going on then. But anyway, moving on from that, that happened. Next week, Catherine walks in with them, on him doing whatever he doing. Jim, for you to be talking the way that you be talking like you really the motherfucking man, take that money away. That body is disgusting, okay? Your titties just be hanging. You make me feel like when Bucky said last week, this week on Love and Hip Hop Miami, to scrap you with his big ass titties. Look at his titties hanging and shit. That's what you look like. Nipples on hard and everything. I was like, put them nipples away. Do like this, okay? I don't need to see all that. But anyway, moving on from that, this whole thing with not Benny, David pops up at the end of the episode, and he was looking for Hannah. He looking for Hannah because he wants to tell Hannah that, Benny is the one that helped bury Quincy Maxwell, and you need to tell the judge that or whatever. He needs to turn himself in, or else I'm gonna, prosecute him and all that shit. And I was like, bro, what? First of all, she was like, really? Are you serious? And on next week episode, it's basically he trying to play eye for eye. It was like, well, baby, you trying to make me turn my son in to get your son out. When technically speaking, all Benny did was help Barry. That was wrong. That is a crime because he didn't say nothing. He's an accessory to the fact. But your son, David, regardless of what you want to think, he's the one who actually started killing the motherfucker. Okay, he was attacking Candace, and Jeffrey came in, saved the day, and stabbed him up to the point that he expired on the floor. He thought he was alive a little bit. Candace just let him sit there and let him die, okay? But it was the blows that Jeffrey gave to him that killed him eventually. The injuries that he got, he sustained from Jeffrey. And it was self-defense, and that's all they had to do was say that it was self-defense. But now, they looking at murder one and all that shit, because you not only murdered the person, you hid it, you buried it, and you're lying about it, So, hey, it is what it is. Your son is still guiltier than Benny is, okay? But moving on from that, she said, bitch, last year when you knew that my son didn't do some shit and you still tried to tack some stuff on him and you want me to do this for your son, fuck out of here. I was like, all right, Hannah. Hannah, I like you in this wig, okay? This recreational wig is giving you everything, all right? You got a new lease on life. She coming in ruling shit. She coming in thinking that she is the boss and the done dada, okay? Of the maids, all right? Catherine had her over at the house, and she was trying to help Joanne, the new maid, right? Now see, Joanne, this is where you fucked up at. You fucked up bad because you figured that sister girl to sister girl, we can talk like this. No, bitch. If she bringing her in to oversee you and to help you out without, no issue or whatever, obviously that means that they have a good relationship. Okay? Duh. Put 1 plus 1 equals 2, okay? Obviously, in Joanne had 1 plus 1 equals 4. And I was like, girl, you fucked yourself, okay? She opening up her mouth, talking about Catherine, said, Catherine is a bitch, and she be coming down on her for this and coming down on her for that. And the old place that she used to work with, those white folks, they ain't like the fact that the daughter used to come home. She got pregnant by a black man and all this shit, and the son was this and that, and just talking all the business out. Then what she really fucked up at was when she went over there and she got the jury and was looking at the jury and was like, ain't nobody in the world should be having all this money like this or whatever. I can pay off this and all this. So you implying that, if something comes up missing, 9 out of 10, what we gonna do is we gonna look at your ass. And then even if you didn't do it, you did say some shit to the fact that you could take this stuff. Okay? Hannah said, bitch, let me go out. And the whole time, Hannah is asking the questions that would have made a regular person be like, bitch, why you asking all these questions? So you finna go down there and snitch on me? But no, Joanne just gonna keep on going, keep on going. Hannah went out, Hannah came back in and got her purse like, bitch, you ain't finna steal my shit. I done been through the trenches already. So she went downstairs and she told Catherine, look, bitch, fire that hoe. You gonna have to fire that bitch, okay? She was like, wait a minute, I went through the stuff. Maybe I really didn't sift through, but she seemed like a good candidate and all that stuff. Nah, girl, if you don't want your house and home, you can keep her. But if you want your house and home, fire that bitch, because she gonna try to steal everything you got. This bitch came downstairs and said, I know the fuck you ain't down here snitching on me. Alright, you make us black women look, you make us blacks look bad and shit. You give us a bad name. No, bitch, you give us a bad name. They already got stereotypes against us as it is, and you just adding to the fact that you can't keep your hands clean, okay? You up here trying to take advantage of the situation that you in, and you getting mad because you got caught. I'm not even mad that Hannah snitched. And you can say she went and snitched to Mammy and all that shit, and, white massa and all that, but that's her good girlfriend. They done went through the trenches with each other. She owes some loyalty to, she feel like she owe loyalty to Hannah, Catherine, because Catherine gave her a car. Catherine gave her a place to stay. Catherine even trying to get her to come back, okay? She said, bitch, I'll double the money, all right? You do it, whatever. She was like, I'm trying to go to school or some shit. I can't do that all at the same time. She was like, girl, go to school and then come work here. She was like, bitch, I'll be tired and all that stuff. Hannah gonna eventually work there. You ain't gonna tell me no different. She gonna eventually come back. She told that bitch, you fired. She said some shit to her. Catherine said, bitch, you fired. She was like, okay, and I want my fucking 2 weeks pay, bitch. And I said, oh, I'm gonna burn this motherfucker down. Well, you can forget your letter of recommendation, ignorant bitch. I was like, you put your own foot in your own damn mouth and got your own self booted. Then the last part, this whole thing with the gun. Nope, Justin. Justin goes over there to this cop that's on the thing because, you know, Veronica has it in her mouth and in her mind that David or Jeffrey is the one who had tried to get her killed. But she's so far off, okay? It's the lover, actually. So he over there talking to the officer. He was like, so you want that Harrington case? He was like, what, the son? He was like, no, the mama. He was like, oh, yeah, she cool. When you mean she okay? Yeah, some dude tried to roll her off the road. We don't know who it is. We just know it was a black truck. But other than that, we don't know. But she fine. It was like, oh, okay, cool. But better you than me, okay? So he goes to the back trying to get Jeffrey. Jeffrey like, bitch, I ain't going nowhere with you. He was like, bitch, if you don't get your ass up, he said, what the fuck you gonna do? You gonna move me? Then the black officer come back there like, hey, we got protocol and we can do some things to make his ass get the fuck up. He was like, no, it's cool. And at this moment in time, who wife pops up? Justin. I said, oh, girl, I forgot all about your ass. And he was like, okay, let's go talk in the back. She was like, why didn't you tell me you were gay? I was trying to call you. You never returned my phone call. I had to find this out in front of a whole courtroom. He was like, you ain't found out shit. She said, bitch, I seen the video of you getting out the bed with the goddamn dude, okay? So what are you talking about? It was like, I'm not gay. I said, well, you was just telling Jeffrey that you his boyfriend? What the fuck? That's gay as hell. And he was like, well, that ain't what it is. And she was like, how come you just couldn't tell me? I knew something was going on. You haven't touched me in a long time. That's a lie. Bitch, it's been a year, okay? Every time I try to touch you or whatever, you look kind of squirm away or whatever. I said, girl, don't even fucking try to talk to him about this whole thing. It's over. It's done. Ain't no rekindling. Ain't no trying to salvage. It's over. It's done, okay? Cut your losses, get your kids, file for child support and alimony, and get the fuck on out of there, okay? Um, what else is going on? Did I get everything? I'm fast forwarding to see did I get everything. Okay, all that stuff. Whoop-de-woo, whoop-de-woo-woo. I cannot wait till Fix My Life come back on. Oh yeah. So George comes over to after Hannah leaves. George comes over there to Catherine's place, right? And he feeling all big shots and shit. He sits down in the chair, and she was like, she thinking like it's some bad news for Jim and all that shit. He was like, no, bitch, it's bad news for you concerning your son. It was like, wait a minute, what you talking about? Is Wyatt okay? He was like, no, Wyatt is good. She was like, don't scare me like that, because he a drug addict. I don't know if the nigga just passed out or what. And it was like, no, he fine. But he told us some stuff. He told us that you and your husband got a 45 caliber gun. That's the gun that was used to kill Jennifer. She was like, wait a minute, what? First of all, I thought that whole shit with the case was thrown out. I thought she threw that shit out. Well, obviously she didn't, okay? And it's still on. And we got evidence that, from Wyatt, that's your gun or whatever. And come to find out, was Jennifer up there, she said, first of all, condolences about the loss of your daughter. And she was like, okay, thank you. Where you going with this? Well, they said it was a suicide, right? But wasn't Jennifer opening up the case again to look and see what the hell was going on, because it didn't look like no suicide because of the blood pattern? I told y'all that shit was not a suicide. And it's about time that they start bringing this shit back, because it's like 3 seasons later, we still not realizing, or nobody's really talking about the fact that Amanda did not kill herself. Somebody killed Amanda, and it's probably somebody that's in that house, okay? Because it wasn't no entry, break-in, or whatever the fuck. Somebody knew their way around that house, and they went in there and they killed her, and they killed her with the same gun that killed Jennifer. And so at this point, George is getting a little cocky, like he got them and all that shit. Catherine said, you can get the fuck out. You can get the fuck out. Okay? But that was the has and the have nots, y'all. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it, and I will see you guys later. Peace.